Hello again, my name is Kaylee and this channel is where I help future missionaries prepare to serve missions. Today I wanted to answer the question of what do I put into my emails home every week. And I wanted to answer this because it seems like a lot of the parents of the missionaries complain because their child's not sending home enough information about them and their mission experience, and everyone's just so eager to hear about your mission experience. And so I thought I would share some tips that would help you remember what happened throughout the week, and that will just make it an awesome email. And so the first tip is that when I was on my mission, on Sunday nights after we planned and we're getting ready for bed, I would write down a list of everything we did on Monday, everything we did on Tuesday, Wednesday, and throughout the week, so that the next morning when I went to write everything, I already had a list and I was organized and I could just type it up really fast. And yeah, it didn't take so much time because you have to go shopping and also write letters and everything else on Mondays, and so it's really hard to fit everything in. And the next tip is like some things you can put into your emails, like different types of stories. So number one, you should put your spiritual experiences. The rest of the week was spent trying to find people. We were finally able to find a family from the park again. I guess I was confused as to where they lived. So we taught them about the plan of salvation. When we were explaining how Christ was killed by bad people, the 7-year-old got really upset and said he wanted to punch the bad guys in the face. So we quickly told him how Christ came back to life. Then he got really excited and started jumping up and down with excitement and started yelling, "He's alive again!" He got even more excited when we told him that he would live again too, along with his grandma who had recently passed away. Isn't that how we should all feel? Excited that Christ lives again so that we can all live again with him and Heavenly Father? I think that is what I have learned on my mission, to be excited about Jesus Christ and his gospel. I am grateful for Jesus Christ and his atoning sacrifice so that when I make a mistake, no matter how much I regret it, my life isn't over. And it's the same for you. I am so grateful for everything I have learned on my mission, and I'm grateful that I get to take it with me wherever I may go. Number two, you should put funny stories because they're just hilarious and you should share them, because I'm sure you will have a million funny stories. One day we were calling an investigator who lived in a care center. When the operator answered the phone, we asked if we could speak with our investigator. The phone rang longer than normal and another nurse answered the phone. She asked who was calling and we said the sister missionaries. Without even letting us finish, she said, "Okay, I'll put Fred on." My companion and I looked at each other and said, "Who's Fred?" So Fred came on the phone and we asked him how he was doing. He said great, but they make him exercise and he didn't like that. And since I'm in the passenger seat, trying not to laugh, my companion says, "Well, that will help you get better." We continue the conversation. After a while, Fred asked, "Now who is this again?" My companion once again introduced us. Fred obviously thought we were nuns, so he thanked us for calling and hung up. The last thing to remember is to bear your testimony when you write home, because that also is a big part of missionary work, is just bearing your testimony all the time, even in your emails, and just to be able to strengthen your family and friends that support you, and they'll just really appreciate it as well. And that is an important reason why we do write to our families, along with making sure they know that we're okay, but also bearing our testimonies. And so I hope that you like this video, and be sure to subscribe and come back next week for another video about missionary service. And happy Sunday!